He's a phenomenal control player.
Hi.
Hi. Seems like Modo, for some reason, Modo needed to reinstall itself, so I have to reset everything. Also, not gonna be keeping this hand. It says my opponent as we've seen last time 8 days ago with Hammer Time. Not a matchup I play often nowadays. But it sure seems like it. 3 needles in the sideboard, damn. This hand is shit. Did I find the most random images possible for my intro? No, they're actually carefully selected. Let's go to 5. Wow. Well, this is nothing too. Nice hands. You look smashed. Is that a compliment or not? Or like good, bad? Put back 2 breaches if they'll on hammer. Keep the mocks to have an out to draw Emery. This smash just like blazed. Oh yeah. I don't... Kurwa no. To fool. Why does this hammer deck play a Maria's Call to Battle Mill and maybe they play Solitude, right? It is indeed hammer though. How is it possible that like all the default settings on Moda are literally like every single one is the worst? It's like the worst settings on Moda. So you have to, if it ever resets to the basic settings, you just have to literally change every single one of them. I should play the Moxhammer in case of Sentinel. Emeria is for Solitude and to beat you when you have Deflecting Palm. How does Emeria beat you when you have Deflecting Palm? Tofu. Oops. Solitude the creature equipped with hammer. Oh yeah. It's a bubble. This might be death. Maybe keeping the Emery was better than the second bubble. But I probably die. Who only had Opal? Yeah, Mox Amber is so scuffed. I mean, Mox Opal would be scuffed in this deck too, but we would build in a way where it wouldn't be so scuffed. Yeah, I guess I just straight up died with the Nexus, so cool. Remember when we all thought Fury should go phase or have flash? No, you. You thought that, I didn't. Ah, okay, I actually did too. I tried to change those two to counter spells and I failed again. Alright, oh well. Not super sure which one is better anyway, so. But the way updating decks on Modern works is slightly awkward. It's got the Monkey Man. I don't like Spell Pierce. EE for Needle or Ending. Thanks. Yeah, yes. I think we want to go like this, -2 preordain against the Sentinel deck. Or maybe -1 iteration. Good thing is you still kept your cyber cards for Hammer. I mean, I have some, right? I have one of those. They don't even play Mem Knight, so I could play Ragavan on the play. The anime preorders are not on Modo, yeah. They don't play Mem Knights and we play Fury, so we actually don't mind Mem Knights too much. How can there be secret lairs on Modo? Many times you just got a code in your secret lair package and you could spend it on redeeming the cards on Modo, and then they change it, then they add some cards to the chests, they do some other stuff with some other chests, some other ways. I don't know exactly. Not all of secret lairs make it to Modo. Preorders are good for boarding out. So funny. The fairy can interact with Saga and we don't let my opponent draw cards, so let's just prismatically end this Santino and hit with Ragavan. And get our own Santino, which is nice. So they've got Saga, we can bounce Saga with the fairy on the next turn. Biffin Needle. Needle away, my friend. I guess you can needle the fairy, but then we're gonna be fine. Oh, they made me draw. You just like fractured identity, that Sentinel. That's very true. They named the Time Traveler. Played Sigardo's 8s, okay. Don't have any equipment to search, so I guess I won't. Actually dead on board. I'm actually dead on board if I don't draw something now. So I prefer Otawara. I can put the ferry into play. Just they won't be able to stop me. So I'm gonna have 3 treasures. Yeah, sounds good. Bro, so if they name Otawara, then I'm gonna fucking explode. What the hell? No, this is not okay. Let's try Bolt. Try Fury, nice. This does feel like, yeah, this does feel like paying the streamer tax, in all honesty. Or if my opponent like just went there with their punch, it's just incredible. Naming grading station doesn't seem to make sense either, but just wow. Why did you not take Bolt? Yeah, I should have taken Bolt, but can we have bounced aid? No, because my Otawara is needled. But I probably just taking Bolt was better. There's no upside in taking Otawara. Because I had the couldn't activate effects with the ferry, so. Yeah, I was thinking that Otawara beats like an extra hammer, but there is not gonna be an extra hammer. I have the ferry in play. Free needles though, question mark. We've seen opponents deckless. The last deckless they played with, they had free needles, so yeah, they do have free needles. Yeah, there's 3 needles in their deck, so yeah, like, sure, yeah. I'm not sure what you're asking. But yeah, Bolt was better and couldn't, would beat this. So like I opened myself to this unnecessarily, but it was insane. Soaring City. No, my line wasn't better. In what way is Otawara better than Lightning Bolt? It's the same. It gives them 1 more mana, but it also gives the Ink Bomb Nexus back into their hand, so. So there was no I mean the upside of Otawara is that I let my opponent attack and then I bounce and they have 1 less mana. And if they play the land pre-combat, they cannot replay Ink Bomb Nexus, but Ink Bomb is dead with the Bolt. Because you get to unlock a Needle and draw a card with Teferi, no? What? No, I mean how? I need to Otawara the Ink Bomb not to die. It's not completely insane to name Otawara blind here, I don't think. But I certainly wouldn't bet on it being a natural play. Yeah, also like how fast it happened, like my opponent just clearly already having the line pre-planned and being like, yep, go this, and this. What if your Otawara then Teferi bounce Saga? Well then Lightning Bolt seems better. Well, with the third one, you don't name EE because you're going for it this turn and you don't care. But, yeah. So yeah, getting hit once or twice is not crazy. I mean, with the first 2 needles. No, that made sense too, because they go first needle, they name Teferi because they play the Saga, so they don't want to get their Saga bounced. And then they play the second needle when I have the ring in play, so they name the ring over Explosives because it's in play and Explosives is not in play, so. It's the only thing Lego Tower Rank Mob should again, yeah, so like I was not thinking of Teferi. Making it so that my opponent cannot protect from Bolt with Hammer. So like combine the 2 lines in my head. But obviously as soon as I played Teferi they couldn't protect, so. People always think people are cheating when they make good plays, lol, okay. Thank you for your input. Any Otawara namers in the chat? Anyone naming Otawara with Pithing Needle? Honestly, I do that every other day. Let's guess Pithing Needle. It is not colorless, it is not an artifact, it's older than 05. It's an uncommon or a common. It costs 2 or 3 mana. Let's name Rogue Refiner. Sprouting 3 next is a good one. It's newer than 17. It's an uncommon creature. It's not green, not blue, not colorless, so it is in Mardu colors, and it is either a human or a rouge. 2 mana uncommon creature. Could be one colored. Liazor. Klubowicz kosztuje 3, co nie? What is Klubowicz? What's the like English name of Klubowicz? Clubbing. Night. Clubber. So this is a human. It's between 17 and 22. It's white or red or both. Breath Shieldbreaker again. Oh yeah, it's 2 mana. Yeah. Swiftblade Vindicator is a rare. Isn't Shieldbreaker human? That's good, yeah. Combat Celebrant, that's a mythic. Costs 3 mana and not 2. So it's like wrong on 2 accounts. I don't know if Embereth is an uncommon though. It is. So it is a human. It's between 19 and 22. Two mana, white, uncommon, human, 2-drop. Skyclap Cleric is a core. Bishop of Wings is a rare. Valiant Rescuer. Never seen that one. When was Ikoria? 2021? It is a human soldier. It's from 2021. The floating city of Skycell has 2 rules. Don't leave your crewmates behind and don't mess with the guardrails, yeah. Or wood. So what sets in 2021? Zenica Rising, no. Kaldheimos, Strixhaven, Modern Horizons 2 minigames. What's Modern Horizons 2 minigames, chat? Anyone knows? Any ideas? Cathar Commando. That was a common, bro. Modern Horizons 2 minigames. So they said? Winchester Draft. Magic minigame, Winchester draft, 30 minutes, 6 packs basic lands, 2 players. Grab a friend, play some Magic in this quick casual 2-player draft format. Get ready, open 6 packs, remove all basics, lands, odds, and tokens, and then shuffle the remaining cards together into a stack without looking at them. Place the stack face down, and then take the top 4 cards of the stack and place each one up to create the beginnings of 4 separate piles. Randomly determine who drafts first. The first player to draft chooses one of the 4 piles and then adds it to their draft pool. Place a new card from the stack onto each pile, including the empty spot. Okay, sounds fun. Keen Eared Sentry. Let's go. 2 mana, 2/1. You have hexproof. Each opponent can't venture into the dungeon more than once each turn. Only one venturing per turn. You're not the first to underestimate me. Damn. Foraging squirrels. You're a cute squirrel, which is great. However, you need to collect food for the winter along with the rest of the squirrels, and you are all competing for the same food strewn across the forest floor. Scramble to get the best stuff. Open both packs and remove all cards without magic card packs. Select one art card and shuffle it in with the rest of the cards, which represents the food. Deal the cards face up in a 5-5 grid. Determine who goes first. On your turn, choose a color, including colorless. Then move the art card either vertically or horizontally on the grid, skipping empty spaces and collecting each card in your path that matches your chosen color. Reminder, lands are colorless. The art card can move in only one direction per turn, and it stops moving. It sounds lame. I don't like it. But I also thought why I wanted to take Otawara. The other reason to take Otawara is that Otawara was better against make construct equipped with a hammer, if that's for some reason would be the line. It made it so that I have that covered, and if they wouldn't go for lethal, then Otawara is also better. So that's why I took Otawara. Probably should have not attacked with the Esper Sentinel then. I don't know. Which minigame do you like so far the most? Winchester Draft or Foraging Squirrels? After the first player takes their first turn, each other player can dig once per game, moving a card to an empty space before or after moving art card on their turn. What? When is PT Foraging Squirrels? What you see? Yeah. I don't get it. So you make a 5-5 grid, you select one art card, shuffle it with the rest of the cards. Deal the cards face up in a 5x5 grid, okay. On your turn, choose a color, including colorless. Then move the art card either vertically or horizontally on the grid, skipping empty spaces and collecting each card in your path that matches your chosen color. The art card can move in only one direction per turn. And it stops moving when it reaches the edge of the grid, or if the next card, if the direction doesn't match your chosen color. It replaces the last card collected, leaving empty spaces. Then the play passes to the next player, okay. After the first player takes the first turn, each other player can dig once per game, moving a card to an empty space. Before or after moving... Or after moving the art card or their turn? On their turn. Before or after moving the art card on their turn, okay. Can dig once per game, okay. To win, play continues until no cards remain in any horizontal or vertical direction from the art card. Players score 1 point per card they have collected, plus 1 bonus point for each of the following achievements. Most foils, most rares and mythics, was unique colors. Most cards with squirrels in the art. If players tie for a category, they receive a bonus point. The squirrel with the most food, that is the player with the most points, wins. Right, actually doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna play foraging squirrels next time. I have 2 packs and 2 4 players and 5 minutes available. Good job, Maro, for convincing me to do that. Objective: take on the role of one of Mishra's assembly workers and assemble the best invention from the mishmash of parts streaming down the conveyor belt. Strategically collect cards based on their color to win. Open 1 booster for each player. Remove all cards without magic card backs and shuffle the rest together. Reveal 4 cards in a row, stretching from the deck. Those form the conveyor belt. 4 cards. The 2 cards closest to the deck are at the back of the line, other 2 are in the front. Randomly determine who goes first. Each player drafts 1 card from the conveyor belt. The 2 cards at the front of the line are free, but a player must discard a card they've already collected to draft a card from the back line. Cards then slide forward to fill in the gap. Is it face down? Reveal. Drafted cards are kept face up in front of each player. Grouped by color, play then passes clockwise. Lands are wild. Count as any color, and multicolor cards can be any of its colors. When you draft a wild or multicolored card, declare its color and place it in the corresponding group. The game ends when all cards have been collected. For each color, the player with the largest group of cards of that color gets 3 points. Second largest 2 points. The card with the highest mana value breaks ties. Players also earn points for the number of groups they've collected. 4 groups 2 points, 5 groups 4 points, 6 groups 6 points. Damn.
He's a phenomenal control player.
1 more month, brothers. Do you think Kanista will continue streaming once I hit it?
Probably not, actually. Probably will just stop and you're never gonna see me again on twitch.tv. With Maximilian III having the being in the unique position of subscribing for 5 years and 9 months. Which is a long time. Wybałem 2 razy ze Skullcrackiem od Convoke'a. Super deck XD. No Convoke jest niezły deck, no. Całkiem silny. I think Foraging Squirrel sounded better than Mishra's belt too, but not sure. Max is longest? Yeah. The longest running subscriber. And given that I think he's running from month 1, it's pretty hard to top that. One day I'll pass. I guess you could pass him if he stops subscribing at some point. Totally lost in translation. 3 packs, 15 minutes, 2 to 6 players, and a D20. Work together to score as many points by deciphering your teammates' clues and correctly guessing the mystery card. That's funny. Guessing mystery card, very funny. It's like Enchant Wordle. Open 3 boosters and remove any cards without magic card packs. Shuffle remaining into a face-down deck. Randomly determine who goes first. That player is the Interpreter. The Interpreter draws a mystery card, rolls a d20 and gives a clue determined by the result of their roll. The Interpreter then draws 5 more cards from the deck, shuffles them together with the mystery card and then reveals them. The other players collectively guess which of these 6 cards is the mystery card. Modern Horizons 3 will have mega games, yeah. Instead of mini games, good one. This is basically MTG Dixit. The other players collectively guess which of these 6 cards is the mystery card. If they guess correctly, all players score 1 point as a team. After guessing, the round ends and the Interpreter puts the used cards in the discard pile. Clue restrictions. When doing a naming clue, don't name a word in the card name. Name a mood, a type of plant, a movie or TV show, a game, household item, a food, a beverage. How is that supposed to work? Let's say you get dealt Grease the Hunger Tide and you're asked to make a facial expression. Or act out a scene without talking. Don't we want to mislead them though? I don't think so. All players score 1 point as a team, yeah, including the Interpreter. And it draws around. Make a sound effect. Show a photo saved on your phone. Show an emoji on your phone. A phone wasn't on the list of items I will need to participate in the game. Who wins? After the end of 6th round, count up your points and get your team ranking. 4 plus a winning score. Perform a puppet. You can do finger puppets, but yeah, it's... Draw a shape in the air. Damn, what a game. What if you don't have a face? Very good question. Watto in game 2. I thought Gab said Waffle quit. Waffle quit streaming, right? He did not quit playing. He played the PT. Very classes of what you see, assuming we have phones. Anyone in the chat without a phone? Anyone in the chat like doesn't have a phone? The sample of people on Twitch.tv is probably a little bit biased in favor of people who do own phones. You don't have MH2 packs, that is fair. Do rotary phones count? I assume no. You need a phone, like, well, as long as it has an ability to take pictures, then yes. What's the rightmost game? It's called Urza's Blueprints. Let's check it out. You have unearthed Urza's ancient blueprints for his power plant, tower, and mine. Raise your fellow artificers to assemble all 3 iconic locations. Yeah. Funny, just like one word, such a funny comment. How many rounds? 9 rounds and I lost the first one. Alright, we're dropping at 0-2. Open a booster for each player and remove any card without magic card backs. Losing the first one, looks like canister, thank you. Can get a full set for X2 though. Yes. That is true, Maquinsas. Thank you for the raid, GYVH10665. So open booster, a booster for each player and remove any cards that are not cards. Shuffle remaining cards into a deck and deal 5 cards to each player, randomly determine who goes first. On each player's turn, they draw a card, then discard a card face up. Players may draw either the top card of the deck or the top card of the discard pile. If there are no cards left in the deck when a player tries to draw, shuffle the discard pile to form a new deck. Cool. After discarding, if a player has all cards acquired for a new location, see below, they may reveal those cards and note they have constructed their version of that location. They must then discard all cards in their hand and draw a new hand of 5 cards. Play then passes to the next player. Foils are wild and can count as any color, mana value, or card type. Mine requires 5 cards with different card types. Hello, Canister, how are you? I'm good, I'm good. Learning about the MH2 minigames right now. Power plant requires 1 card of each color. Lands are colorless. Tower requires 5 cards with different mana values. How do you interact? You just race. It also said that you can draw from the top of the discard pile, so if you discard something else, and they can only take something else and not the card that was on the top. So that's a minor mode of interaction. Yeah, it's literally the Urzatron game too, so... So what could you expect? The land game? Yeah. What's the version of the land game that you know, Twitch chatters? I don't actually ever play it, but sometimes I see Jendrek or other fellow Poles playing it. But, you know, I have no time for games, so I don't play it. Skura taught me the one where Plains is a clone. Waffle doesn't stream anymore. Yeah, Waffle doesn't stream, he just slows all the tournaments down. We go on magic.twitch. We're gonna see no Waffle. I really hope he wins quickly. Plains equals clone, mountain equals strip mine, swamp equals seas, Thoughtseize, island equals force of will. I need to discard an island too. And forest equals regrowth. But is mountain strip mine in that like it sacrifices itself, or? And you win when you have... Oh no, they moved to game 3. What the fappa? Why you doing this? I think this game was made by Greg Hutch. Okay. Sure, they have 10 minutes, but I was hoping for 0 minutes. I'll go grab something to drink. Yeah. So how is your day? If I keep playing on this tournament, I will not double queue with vintage. If I go 0-2, then yeah, I guess we can vintage. Very mul. It's not much better, but Ragovanček. Ale mě vypierdolí. Get the land number 2. And we're gonna get hit once or twice, which is no big deal, remember. We can play... Which archive Sacred Fire is that, like Domain Zoo? Last in deck 1 days ago, Domain Zoo, yeah, I guess. How am I? Less burned out was worrying a bit. I'm good, Twitch chat. Still, I'm planning on continuing with the slightly reduced amount of streams on twitch.tv. I guess. Do a bit of YouTube, yeah. The design stories from Lotor are in the works, chat. Consultant stories, rather. That's stupid. I saw many people on Reddit saying, consider it's better than Preordain. Do you think this is sensible at all? I mean, very well, like... You know, it's an instant versus sorcery. How much better an instant is? It can be a lot better. So yeah, it sounds pretty sensible to me. Fury, 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 Fury. No Fury. Let's see if we die. They just need 1 damage, so it's probably relatively easy to come by for them. Have I ever watched the history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't think so. Is it an 8-hour video? 2 hours video? Part 1, 2022, 2002, 2005, so pretty old. Hit my Teferi, which is strong. Just tribal flames me, bro. Just deal 4 to me. Yeah, cool. Tank, tribal flames. I think I like E against them, I'm not sure. I think it's a sub-ulti matchup. Muerter, Explodus maybe. Okay. Why no subtlety? Well, most of their creatures are cheap. So just play cheap creatures, doesn't seem like it accomplishes much. It's not like they pitching Grief or playing 4 mana card Liberated, right? Great creator. They're just tapping 1 mana to play a Wild Nakatal or maybe 2 mana to play a Territorial Kavu. Some little interest in subtletying that. Pitch cast, and they cast the creatures early rather than late, so unlikely to utilize the hardcast form well. A 1/1 can fetch Montagna, kill for so-called mana efficiency and play station. Do I have thoughts on the mono-white lists that are gaining popularity? Not much. What are those mono-white lists? Actually. Don't mind if they counter. Reprieve.
He's a phenomenal control player.
It's my 29-month sub anniversary. D-Soft cringe.
Why would you D-Soft cringe because of that? For one, I'm very happy that you have subscribed to my channel for 29 months. It's very kind of you. Free giver of runes. Yeah, it seems like a fair, like, reasonable list. Not a big fan of Solitude, like, still, but... Whoops. I guess I could have sacrificed it, but I didn't get to. It's interesting to see free giver. I was assuming giver is gonna, like, give away... But they're playing actually more than ever, but... Sure. Got a new station. There's a lot of debate on free giver versus true steel shepherd's gift. Sure. I mean, ultimately, it's fairly minor, I guess. We lost this guy round 1. Did we get paired up? I love debating free giver versus two steel shaper. Yeah, I love when sometimes people like debate something like that, but then they will tell you, yeah, but actually you can use giver to protect your creatures from like removal. Actually paired up. Hey, where's my ring? What the hell? We're dead. Unless we can combo. We are not dead. But are we particularly alive? Also unclear. Flames. Face, let's go. Grab Giganta. That's fine. That's Fane made. Can he Helix face 4 times? Well, not really. Like, not in the immediate sense. Can Breach Heat this? No, because I tapped badly. Okay, not that I wanted to anyways. Let's set up the station for the potential combo next turn. Could tap this and this for Helix and go Breach Heat. But setting up a station means that I can combo, like, if Emery mills is 0. It's a bit spooky to try though, because... Well, I guess we'll have to try. Assuming they play Giganta right now and they have nothing else. Giganta. 0 drop. Fetching means maybe binding. No, I think they have nothing. I think they just have... I think that's just what they do, they fetch. They're fetching around. Whoops. Wait, what? So I just never had delirium. Just assumed I will. Okay. Alright, there is gonna be a second stream today in 45 minutes when I'm going to be tackling the vintage challenge. This didn't quite went the way I wanted it to. I always lose to Zoo. I don't think I ever won against Zoo. I'll play initiative. Initiative feels extremely broken when I play it. So see you on the second stream in 45 minutes. Take care.